All right, boys and girls, today is Thursday. Now that we've done our research, the next step in first grade is to review everything we collected. We have 3 organizers that you've collected information on. You've collected information about water polo, about soccer, and you've also gathered information about lacrosse. So now our prompt is asking us to choose one of the sports. So now that we have done our research on 3 different sports, it's time to review it and choose one to write about. As first graders, while we review our research, we think about the information we collected and ask ourselves questions to help us decide which topic we will choose to write about. So, ask yourself, which sport do I find the most interesting? What did I learn from researching this sport? And which one of these sports would be the best to write about? So go ahead and think about that. Which sport did you like the best? Was it soccer, lacrosse, or what's the other one? Water polo. All right. In first grade, our research writing will have 4 main pages. So here's the different pages. You are going to have an introduction, category 1, category 2, and a conclusion. Each of these pages has a specific purpose for our writing. This page will introduce the topic we are writing about for the introduction. It also includes the title and your name as the author. Category 1. We will write facts and information about our chosen topic based on one of the categories from our organizer. Category 2. We will write about facts and information about our chosen topic. This will be a different category than the one before it. So when we're talking about categories, we're talking about maybe in the first category you talked about the rules and the directions. Maybe in the second category you want to talk about the players. Or maybe your first category you want to talk about the location of the sport. Where do they play it? And maybe your second category would be the equipment that they use to play. The conclusion. The last page will have a conclusion. This will wrap up the information about, not the animal, the sport, because we're talking about a sport. So now it's your turn, boys and girls. Review the research you collected about the different sports. Pick the organizer for the one sport you are going to write about and record it in the next box below. Then, continue to the next page, research, writing, planning. So it says here, the sport I am going to write about is it going to be lacrosse, water polo, soccer? Go ahead and write that there. And you have your research planning. One category page will include the information on our organizer. So category 1 and category 2. Even though we collected lots of information, we are only going to pick 2 for this writing. So once you chose your sport, you're only going to tell me 2 pieces of information from those different categories. After we selected our 2 categories to write about, it is time to plan out what should be included in your research text. We use a special planning page to help us organize ideas. So here's an example of how they are organizing their ideas about an animal, but ours is going to be different. Okay, so in the blue, we're going to write who or what we are writing about. We're writing about a sport. So this in the blue would be either soccer, water polo, or lacrosse. And then it says, what category will the information come from? Okay, what do I want the reader to know about? So that's going to be your point. So your topic plus point goes here at the top. And then down below, you're going to add information from the organizer. So for your example, boys and girls, if I chose water polo, okay, I would say my topic is, I would put water polo, and I would say water polo has rules and directions. If I want to select this category, I would say water polo has rules and directions, period. Then I would include the information I found out about water polo's rules and directions. So water polo has rules and directions, and then I would write the rules and directions. Again, water polo has special equipment, and then I would talk about the equipment that they use.